What's happening, gym owners? Crushing another week. Hope everybody's ripping their goals. I hope you all got your Q3 productivity rocks issues all set up. You got your war board ready to go. I just put up another whiteboard in my office because hey, watch out, dude. This is Jersey. You get run over here. All right, and I just put up another whiteboard in my office with a calendar. It's going to be my marketing war board, so I can keep track each month of, you know, what the marketing initiatives are, what emails and social media is going out and stuff like that, so I can just keep a little bit closer eye on things there. And always moving forward, always trying to get better, always trying to improve, always trying to make little tweaks and things like that. So if you own a gym and you know, you've been focused on growth, okay, and you've been focusing on, you know, that front end number, getting clients in the door, right, and ringing the register, one of the things that should be on your issues list consistently is retention and you know, your strategies for making sure that you don't lose clients, right? Because the last thing you want is a leaky bucket, right? So, you know, and the analogy is that if I'm pouring water in one end and there's a bunch of holes and there's lots of water flowing out the back end, then you're spinning your wheels a lot and doing a ton of work for a little bit of gain, right? So if you gain 35 clients and lose, you know, 25, you only had a net gain of 10, right? And you know, that's a lot of bodies to have to facilitate for a net gain of 10. So now all gyms are going to have some attrition. It's natural. It depends on the time of the year. There's a lot of different factors. Okay, but you should be looking to, you know, be less than, you know, a few clients a month, right? So, you know, 5% attrition or less would be the goal. All right. So if you have 100 clients, it's less than 5 clients, you know, a month on loss, assuming that you're gaining clients as well, right? So you have to be putting clients back in the bank. Now, one of the things I'll talk about, right, losing clients is not always a terrible thing, right? It's because some people, a lot of times the clients that leave, right? And now if you see a run of good clients and people have been with you for a while, that might be an indicator that something's wrong and you should take a long, hard look at what's happening, and maybe even speak to those people and specifically ask them, what's the problem? You know, why do you feel like you need to leave now? And could you give me some insight, please, right? But a lot of times people who leave are people who were issues to begin with, right? You know, never truly bought in, pausing their memberships here and there, inconsistent, you know, in and out of the gym, always looking for deals, things like that. Or, you know, old clients who were on old pricing, right? And, you know, so sometimes when you exchange out new, right, you get to revamp your marketing's a little bit better. The ideal client and your avatar is a little bit more well defined by the time you get, you know, a couple years in, and all of a sudden you start attracting better people, right? And so I always look at retention as twofold, right? What am I doing to keep the clients that we love having, that are huge parts of our community and that have been with us for a long period of time, because we don't want to lose those people. They love us, right? And, you know, out of the clients we lost, did we make a good exchange, right? And I'll go down the list of any clients that we've lost and say, you know, I'm sorry to see them go, but that was a good exchange. Or, damn, man, they were here for a long time. I really like them. I better reach out and give them a call and see what's up, right? And see if there's any way that we can work around this. Now, we don't lose good clients very often. The people that leave generally tend to be, you know, the people that would leave. Or, you know, life happens, right? There's a million reasons why people leave. We've had people move, we'd have lost jobs, we've had, you know, going back to work, you know, women who've had kids and such like that and had families and then went back to work. So there's a million reasons. The majority of it is life happens. And let's face it, the gym is a finicky bitch, right? So it's like a restaurant. So some people like going to the same restaurant over and over again and feeling that feeling of, familiarity and comfortability. Some people like to try different stuff. And, we're a strength and conditioning facility. And we're limited on cardio, Zumba, spa treatments and things like that. So at some point, somebody might be looking for those things and just want to try things and do something different. And we've had many people who've left to go to, an Orange Theory, a Lifetime Fitness and do like classes and things like that. And almost inevitably, every one of them has, either called me or come back or I've spoken to. Recently, I spoke to a woman who's been to 3 gyms since she left our gym, and she called me and said, I got to come back. I didn't realize, what I was getting until I left. And then I realized, how terrible coaching is or non-existent it is everywhere else. And that, I had an entire team of people who were focused on helping me reach my goals, as opposed to a team of people who were focused on themselves, right? And here's your towel, have a great workout, right? So remember, you could have a gym with a lot of amenities and a lot of fluff and bad processes and bad people and no coaching. You could have a gym, there's tiny holes in the walls all over the world, with phenomenal coaches, okay, with phenomenal coaches, phenomenal community, and great people that have your best interest in mind. So retention is always an issue. Retention's always on my war board. And here's a couple things that we do for retention. One, it's little things like a client spotlight. Every week, every Friday, we do a client spotlight, and we spotlight one of our clients. We do a nice write-up. We put it on social media. We post them out, and I send that person a handwritten card just thanking them for their amazingness and being a great client. Little detail like that, just a little personal touch. We throw a couple of really nice client appreciation parties. We do a summer barbecue, big Christmas party, invite the whole community, their families, and our families, and it's just a great opportunity to see us in a different light and kind of have some fun with the community. We specifically have retention awards, so people that are time in, it's everything from a couple of free smoothies to a tune-up session with your mentorship coach, so you can get your goals back on track, to an upgraded membership, to small group, and lots of different things that we'll do throughout the year at like 30, 60, 90, 180, 365 days in that first 3 years of their cycle. We do 1,000 check-in club. Let's see, people who've reached 1,000 check-ins, which is a ton, by the way, get their name on a plaque. We do, strategic gifts and little things around the holidays for our clients. And the little stuff like, keeping your classes fresh and unique, changing things up, frequently and often and consistently. Having cool theme workouts, having something like Hell Week, which, I gotta have Big Mike do a thing on. Having some theme classes like Joe Strong, heavy metal, stuff like that, keeps things fresh for people. Having a challenge week, one of the gyms in our mastermind does like an Olympics type week where they have all different events each day that you have to compete in and stuff like that. So little things like that just make the environment fun. And then everything from, keeping the gym nice and clean to being super friendly and courteous and smiling all the time, to having a great group of people, to making customer service a priority. All of those things build the retention pool, right? And your ability to retain clients. And when a client's sitting there and they see that bill and like, oh man, $200 a month, they're like, I gotta cut some money somewhere. And it's like, they're like, well, I ain't leaving the gym. That's like my church. It's my home away from home. And I love that place, and I feel great when I go there, and I feel great when I leave, and the people are awesome, right? The likelihood of them leaving is much, much less, right? Unless there's, obviously, like I said, life happens. So, think about retention. You don't want a leaky bucket. You want to make sure that you're losing a lot less people than you're putting in, and that's a consistent theme throughout the year, and always taking a look at who left, analyzing it, calling them, contacting them, trying to reactivate them, speaking to them consistently, and first and foremost, make service a priority, and make sure you treat your clients with respect and dignity, give them what they want, and help them reach their goals. That's the key, right? Get people in shape and make them feel great about it in the process. Take care, gang.